Oh, what's that? Grandma wants to take over the throne. Well, it'd be a shame if you choked on your own tongue, you Hey everybody, and welcome back to the iSorrowproductions channel. How are you all doing today? That's very nice. Okay, calm down, I didn't ask for your whole life story. I have personally been enjoying CK3 a whole bunch. I've been playing it so much, I'm trying to get all the achievements currently because I apparently have nothing better to do in life. And today we're bringing it back to a new video in CK3, and one that is the exact opposite of what we did in our first CK3 video. Now, I know you guys have been enjoying these very much, and if you have done, please, for the love of God, hit the like and subscribe button. Would very much appreciate that to, you know, help grow the channel that I've let die for the past 2 years. So obviously we have made the best character in the world, we've made a island nation of dwarfs, and now we are going to make quite literally the worst person in the entire game. Of course, just like making the Giga Chad, it's actually not going to be as easy as that. So I think today we want to be somewhere central where we can get a nice range so we can marry off our people into, you know, respectable traits. Nothing weird, totally not gonna create a monster today. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do Tuscany, alright? It's a nice, you know, central nation with a lot of land, and it's also somewhere I haven't played yet, which is Italy. Now, first things as Tuscany is that we are only a duchy, which isn't the best thing, as we definitely want to get a kingdom title immediately because we are under the HRE, which is an empire, which means we can actually hold a kingdom title no problemo. And thankfully, the Kingdom of Italy is actually a title we can get, or we could go for the Kingdom of Sardinia, which requires a lot less. We've got a lot of options to do stuff here, and I'm gonna pray and hope that we manage to do them. But of course, the main reason we are here is to create an absolute monstrosity. And there are a lot of traits in the game, such as one aptly called, well, hideous, that we're gonna want to get. Now, as you can see from all of these terrible traits, eventually they're really gonna start to add up, and we're gonna suck some major balls. Alright, now some of these traits you're gonna notice won't turn up immediately like the hideous one. That takes a little bit to get into the game, but slow is already here. And as much as I don't want to poison my gene pool just yet, unfortunately we're gonna start, you know, hammering out brain cells already. Oh. Well, the HRE is not going to last too long, as there's already a independence faction, and you know what, with 810% of the power, we might as well click the button. Well, everyone's independent now. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Who cares? Let's blow the world up. Oh, there comes the first child that's gonna, hopefully, well, be a terrible child. Oh, well, never mind, he took himself out before he was even born. Oh, first child in, and they are not slow, so they are completely useless to me. But again, it's like we've done all of these videos, we don't usually start off on the best footing, but eventually, as the gene pool goes down further into the hole, it does get worse. But since we're in Italy, I'm going to call you Spaghetti. Alright, and first things first, we are trying to make our kingdom title, obviously, which is going to take a little bit of time, and people are going to probably hate me, but it needs to be done. Oh my god, I can actually usurp the Pope's kingdom title, which I am going to do, for the simple fact I also don't really plan on staying under the Pope. Oh, we got a son, and yeah, he's no good to me, but well, we definitely need to switch up religion when we get to a male heir, so we can have, you know, many women. Well, immediately got the plague. Oh god, so I was looking for someone who was hideous to marry my son off, and they're 32 years old, so they're no use to me. But look at them, look at that Lord Farquaad looking ass. There you go, still expanding over here in Italy, and I think we can now actually, there you go, create the Kingdom of Italy title too. But now that I've done that, we need to focus on getting the Empire of Italy title. Okay, so my good heir actually died, Prince Meatballs. He was gonna be the good heir, but yeah, he's dead. He was killed by someone, which is perfect. But good news is, I had another son with my ex-husband, who unfortunately died, and then I got this stud in instead, and this guy He's an idiot. Perfect. That is exactly what I needed, Mr. Pope. I need a good crusade. Ah, shucks. I just died. And now we have King Mihailo of Romania. Romagna. Romagna! Yahoo! Bibbity bobbity. Everything's now his property. We might be slow, but we're actually alright in stewardship, which is not the worst, especially since we actually hold quite a bit of land. But we did hold 2 kingdom titles, so now we need to deal with, well, getting back the other one, which shouldn't be too difficult. There you go. He is dead, and our kingdom is back reunited, which is good, and we are on a little bit of a crusade. There you go. It's not a bad haul from the crusade. We mostly need the piety now, because now that we got a male ruler, we, well, we need to think about churning out a baby factory. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't even realize this. I married a woman who was quite old, and she just keeps getting pregnant regardless, which is pretty rare in CK3, and now I've got a what a handsome, slow heir. It's not the trait I wanted, but it'll do, I guess. Now, Christianity is cool and all, Mr. Pope, but think about this. Christianity, where I can have, like, 4 wives. It's kind of interesting how I can be both a wise man and an idiot at the same time. Right, perfect. I've got all the counties I need. Now I only need 1,000 ducats, and I can create the Empire of Italy, which is going to make this and, well, managing this mess a lot more easier. There you go. We're now a emperor, and we're going to give away one of our kingdom titles to our heir, or not our heir, sorry, one of our sons, and well, that should hopefully be less of a hassle dealing with revolts every time we die. Alright, now carrying on the good old-fashioned tradition of marrying your sister, we're gonna start marrying our sisters. Alright, there you go. So we've now created the religion of mother lovers. I won't tell you why it's named that, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh my god. Okay, our son, our heir, is absolutely terrible, which is kind of the point, but he's also dying? Who you oh yeah, I married him to a scaly, by the way. That's the next trait we're getting. Might be wondering why I'm burning Sweden to the ground, and that's because I need to start collecting my holy sites, which are both up here. Oh, there you go. He lived to 73 years old, and he got a lot done, and now we've got to be, well, this dumbass. At least we can look for some new fun traits to play with, like scaly. There you go. I'm gonna romance my beautiful reptilian wife. Oh, I just, my vassal just took out the Pope, which means I don't even have to get that other province up there in Ireland. I can just create my head of fate tile. That's me, look at me. Pope idiot. Okay, my dad died, now I've been moved on to a 7-year-old boy, which isn't the best, but we do still have the trait slow and also still handsome. We are beautiful, but gotta try and get this trait next. Died again. This time I'm a beautiful dwarf. Great. But quite hoping when I, you know, get to age where I can marry this woman, we might have some better luck passing on some bad traits. Oh my god. I have finally found someone with the hideous trait. And they definitely look like a bootleg Sims character, that's for sure. You know, I'm not having the best of luck passing down these terrible genetics. So far, I've just got a normal son, no good. I've got an inbred son, not the worst. And I've just got 2 normal ones, which, this one's sick. Wait, who's your mom? Oh. Oh, it's Frog Woman. Oh, she's given me a son with a, well, slightly disgusting face, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted the full thing. Okay, it's getting better. We just got a daughter who's a dwarf and dumb as bricks. That's the best one we got so far. Because of our rules, we can actually designate her our heir, but we're going to wait a little bit. We're still pretty young, and I'm sure we can pop out something worse. Oh my god. Okay. Scaly giant, but also handsome. I forgot that the giant is technically a bad trait because it gives you a health penalty, but best one I got so far. I'm gonna call him King Lizard Face. Alright, so first things first, we got little lizard face married after someone who's hideous. Because if we can get an ugly, giant, scaly thing, that's like job well done. Okay, we also got an extra scaly girl over here. Okay, we can start marrying these off to other people we're related to as well, and we'll just make the gene pool even worse. Oh my god. What a disgusting family. Look at his little plague face. There you go. I thought it was about time we also started kicking the Pope out of our lands. He's just, you know, yeah, get back down there where you belong. So my heir has come of age, and I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off a building so we can play as him as quickly as possible. Oh my god. Okay, first child is looking good. We got a scaly, ugly one, and yeah, it looks pretty ugly. God, I literally look like a lasagna. Wait. Oh, I'm married to my stepmom. What are you doing, stepmother? There you go. My stepmom is now my soulmate. The Lizard King does not mess around. There you go. Might as well make the title official. I haven't too much luck here. Obviously, we've got our scaly, ugly child, but then we've also just got another ugly child, and then another ugly child. I need more. Alright, so our heir is now an ugly giant. Kind of missing out on the lizard trait though, and that means I'm probably gonna have to murder you at some point. Okay, we're getting better. Now, because I haven't really bothered to explain what I've been doing, because the way I made my religion with communion and lay clergy, meaning I can actually hold all of the temple holdings, I get a whole bunch of piety money, mostly from these estates down here, which is pretty damn good. And then on top of that, because I'm head of the fate, and I've got communion on, that means I can seek indulgences. So all my vassals, every time they do a sin, they pay me 100 gold. Yeah. It's pretty overpowered. Oh, my daughter, inbred, has died. There you go. We haven't done any expanding in a while, so I just kicked the Byzantines out of Italy while they were busy doing with, well, they're losing a war to the HRE, so good luck with that. I also took a bunch of prisoners, which was the whole point of actually invading the Byzantines, because if you take dark insights, you get a chance of, when you torture, to get an intrigue or a prowess. It's kind of 50% chance, so Pog! Oh, well, King Lizard has died. Now we just have Ugly Giant Man. And I swear to God, if I cannot get 3 bad traits, I am going to die IRL. You know, I'm starting to think it's actually impossible to inherit too many bad genes. And that's because of all the children I have now, not a single one of them actually has 2 bad genes at once. I mean, some of them are still pretty ugly looking though. Oh, well, I died, and I don't actually have a good heir here. He's just an albino, but he is married to a scaly, but I don't think we're actually going to get any further than this genetics-wise. I mean, to be fair, we didn't make the worst ruler, but we did make the worst dynasty. Well, the one heir I ever wanted, he was actually pure hideous. He died. He was too ugly for this world. You know, I think we're gonna have to call it. I've tried, and I've tried, but it's just not happening. We can't get any more than like 2 bad traits. But I do have something pretty interesting, which we have a ugly child, who's scaly, and also my son and my nephew at the same time. Oh, it's safe to say we did not make the worst character, but we did make the worst damn dynasty completely possible. And you know, whilst we didn't get any real notable rulers, we did have the Lizard King. The Lizard King, the Scholar of Lizard, to be more precise. Just look at him. He looks like a wrinkly t-shirt. But nonetheless, it was a pretty fun video. I think we're going to start with the eugenics programs now for a little bit and try and just play some more interesting scenarios in CK3. But if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below. And from me and Pope Lizard King II, who's not even a lizard, just don't trust me ever, you know, being in charge of anything.